dropping 0 frames. I have upped my frames per second to 60, so hopefully this should be less nausea-inducing for anybody watching. Okay, I need to reset my Oculus settings because it seems like anytime I wear my headset while sitting at my desk for too long, it makes me do that. Okay. Guardian set up. Seem to be good here. Give me just a moment to, come on. The game's been sitting here. I was playing smoothly earlier. Oh, it's because I have my menu open. Okay. Right. Okay. Let me grab my stream chat here. No, that's not working. Let's try this again. Come on now. There we go. All right. You can't
Hey,
see
Vesper, you've got a
but I
decent
have my
reserve
chat
of
button so
alloy
I can
there.
see
The
people.
best thing to do with it is to upgrade the workbench
All right.
to fabricate better weapons.
Actually, you know what? I think that might be better up there. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. Because there is a lot of looking down and looking up. There are some games when something directly below you wouldn't be a problem. Pardon me. Okay. Let's see if there is to fight around here. Got something. One of my weapons? Interesting. Oh, hey, stop, I'm not. Alright, getting a little bit of lag here. I'm wondering, let's see, am I dropping frames? Yeah, few, 0.5%. I have a quest to kill enemies with one of those. Let's see, what weapons do I have again? V4. Let's take that one apart. Let's see, it's a specific kind of enemy I have to kill with those, actually. Okay. Looks like there are more enemies over there. Enemies I have to kill are not this kind. Alright. All of those guys had shotguns and carbines, and none of them had submachine guns. Another enemy over there. And nobody on. I was reminded about something about myself when I was streaming last night, and that's that it is a lot easier for me to use on if I have people to talk to and something to go off when they are talking to me. I can't just be funny. I have to have people speaking. Alright, that was a lot of booms. That was effective. I gotta say that the aimbot enhancement that I got seems to be doing a great job. I might have underestimated the grenade gun thing. Oh, easy there. Okay. My objective is over there. Let's go. Resize this guy? Yeah. No? Not right now, I can't. Oh. Okay. That's fun.
That's the storm portal. It's an old human construct locked down by the Tempest. We need to make it operational again.
So apparently that quest I had with the minigun is actually moot. I got some V2s here. Nice. There's a breach cannon. I'm supposed to defeat rangers with that for my weapons test thing. One of those drones is up there. That is a V2 drone too. Okay.
Don't detect any more Tempest near the portal. We can get it up and running now.
To do that? Oh, I don't have to do that. Sweet.
This storm portal is back online. It will take you closer to Terminus.
Now, does this take me
Tempest
to
have
the
installed 2 jammers within Cloud Reach.
next stratum?
As
Yes,
you
it
near a
has.
jammer, I will be able to tinker closer to Terminus now. Scavenge anything you can find. And when the stratum is clear, search for another storm portal.
I would like to go back to my
Vesper, I
laser
could
room.
use your help with something. The Tempest...
Grab your left arm and pull to remove it. Then place it on the workbench. Pick up your new arm and attach it.
Some monster of some description over here. Cloud monster, maybe. No, there's something small near here. There was. Maybe it was the cloud monster. We're gonna go over there. Nix wants me to scan flora. But, I mean, I feel like I've already scanned all the flora there is. Rangers. Yeah, wow, aimbot. Real good. I'm gonna be running with that from now on.
Harvested an Aeon Bud.
I used to kind of disdain things that gave auto aim or whatever. I used to think, oh, and you know, it's just a skill crutch or whatever. Playing Destiny 2 has kind of changed my mind on that. Auto aim is its own stat on guns. Every gun has a certain amount of auto aim. And you take whatever advantage you can get. If I get to the point where my aim is just that good, maybe I'll stop using it. For now, especially since I'm new to the game. I am going to use every advantage at my disposal. And utterly fail to climb well. I guess that fallen watcher's over there. Let's go see what's to be seen on that island over there. I am curious about that sea monster. I'll have to go check him out later, I guess.
Hey,
Yeah.
Vesper, I noticed you're hanging on to a lot of alloy. You might want to head to a workbench and get some weapon schematics.
So this game's has a rarity color system, as most games seem to these days. In my experience, it goes white, yellow, orange, red, purple. With purple being the best. That's a ranger, and I have a quest to kill them with breach cannons. What the hell, man? This is a grenade launcher. How are you not dying? Alright, fine. You know what? Because that was a V1. Breach cannon, that's why. Unfortunate. And that one's shooting a lot. And there's another ranger. Up there's something scannable nearby. You can already tell, if you've been watching, the V2 enemies are a lot tougher. A lot tougher. The V3 even more so. So, I had an unfair advantage earlier. And now I just have an advantage. Mazer arms are effective. My favorite so far. I'm told there are some pretty good other ones, but the Mazer's what I have unlocked for the moment. I've got 2 grenades now. And no health. Next time I find one, I'm going to be using it, so whatever. That okay, I used scannable? I think that was what I was trying to scan just there. I saw you. See you over there. Let me see if I can get to you. Jeez, you're moving quick. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to get to scan this guy. He's big, he looks cool.
One of the storm portal jammers is nearby. Check your map for its location. Find it, then deactivate it by pulling the switch. One of the storm portal jammers is nearby.
Rather than trying to catch up
Check your
to
map
him,
for its
I'm gonna
location.
try to go where I think
Find
he's
it,
going to be.
then deactivate it by pulling the switch.
He's gonna be around here somewhere, right? There you are. I gotcha. Arcus Leviathan. It's cool, man. Killing myself on these pylons, man. Alright, I'm gonna say there's an interior in there. I would like to get in there. Oh, there's a lot of enemies here. Oh, that was a really bad throw. Alright. One up there. I think he's gonna be my next priority here. There's a breach. Ooh, that's a Goliath. Mazer arm, very good. Do not underestimate. Jeez. Didn't want it. Okay. I'm a little low on Mazer arm ammo at this point. I don't like that. Okay. All ground level hostile. Let's go grab that alloy. Okay. Now then. Show the enemies left a lot of stuff for me. Devil Grenade seems to be inconsistent. I don't know how much damage it'll do. Sometimes it seems like it does a lot, other times it seems like it does hardly anything. Oh, you're up there, aren't you? There's one more up there. Come here. Yeah, dual wielding or reeling with two hands is good and fun and all, but it means that you don't use your left arm at all. Which to me seems like a pretty big sacrifice considering how effective we just demonstrated the Mazer arm is. And all the arms are like that. There's one that makes you invisible. Which is pretty cool. There's one apparently. So the drone arm might actually be good for that, because I imagine the drones are probably just tire and forget. What time is it? 8:25. Okay. Okay. Trail of glory chasing the Leviathan over there. That's where we need to go. And we'll stop at that island on the way. Let's see, how many frames am I dropping now? 0.1% still only. Looks like I had a burst of drop frames. So I was sitting at 101 and I have been at 101 now. No, put that down. The plants are attacking him. He doesn't seem to be taking notice or damage. Okay. More than that too. Whatever. trying to get better at throwing things. As you can see, it's harder than it looks. Especially left-handed. I do think just because of how inconsistent the gun grenades seem to be, I would... Again, hello. Okay, so there's that island I have not explored. There's some flora to scan.
These plant scans are just what I was hoping for. I love them. Thank you, Vesper.
Looks like the chance
Hey,
that
Vesper,
I got was...
you've got a decent reserve of alloy there.
I actually
The best
do
thing
have
to
a
do
decent
with it
reserve
is
of
to
alloy.
upgrade the workbench to fabricate better weapons.
What kind of weapon should I go for? I don't even know what kind of weapon I want to get next. I got my submachine guns all maxed out.
The Tempest have a lot of resources to throw at their problems. They end up stocking a lot of supply chests throughout the Stormland just in case they need it. Find these chests.
When a cell is trapped in a shielded reactor, it gets cut off from the spire. It's like a part of the spire's mind is cut off.
We'll take care of it, Nyx. Vesper, take a look at your map to get an idea where the reactor key is stored.
Very good. Okay, so the reactor key is actually really just off to my left a little bit. Let's have a look-see, shall we? Alright, I want to say it's not up on that island. I'm going to say it's up on the spire up here. Ooh, hello. Getting better with grenades. Like, it used to be that I would just get a grenade. I would then immediately accidentally activate it and waste it. I've got Toss a Coin which is stuck firmly in my head. When the humble bard graced to ride
Get
along
to that reactor.
with Geralt of Rivia, along came this song. Alright. Wow, so yeah, it's ridiculous. The magnetized chassis, I think, just guarantees alloy pickup no matter how far away you are. Which is cool. I like it. Almost saw me. There's something there I can scan. You can't scan during combat, so I would like to get over there. Scan him before I start killing things. Yeah, you can watch for intruders. As long as you're not looking up. Nope, Mom. Bye. That's right, you didn't die. Mazer arm is good, y'all. Super good. You gonna blow up or no? I guess it's not gonna blow up. Okay. I ain't worried about it. There's a scannable over there. Grab that. Oh, easy.
Director, I've made progress.
You've discovered Commander Aim's location?
Not yet.
Do explain yourself, Incus.
The Aeon Bud integrated with the android. The more the plant grows, the android's neural matrix patterns grow increasingly similar to human brain scans.
Synthetic neural matrices are based on the human mind, Incus. We made you in our image, after all. Why does this matter?
It's not one brain pattern. A networked intelligence, one that's coming from the Spire.
You think the colonists are...
Connected to the Spire itself. I will conduct additional tests. Requesting winter protocol initiation pending the results. Incus out.
Yeah, y'all, when you get into multiplayer, get the aimbot as soon as you can. I'm so much more deadly than I was. I'd have never made most of those shots right now. Alright, now, as for you. Yeah, I forgot how to shield, didn't you? So did I. You're not gonna let me grab that gun, are you? That's gonna annoy me. There's a couple Tempest chests over here. And I believe I have a quest to loot them, so... Again.
Tempest have more resources than you can guard.
V3 sniper rifle? No. Didn't have enough ammo in it to make it worth it. Oh yeah, also V3. Okay, that was not what I meant to do. You know what, let's just take these guys out. I've got the sniper rifle. Oh, there's a Goliath down there. I will give them this. They're smart about the way they use cover. Really? Asshole. Not unlimited range for that. That was entertaining. Not missing anything here. Grab. Really? That's annoying. Come on, grab something. Okay. Here, where I can move more things. Cool, already got one of those, but I'll hold on to this.
Great. That's less gear in the hands of the Tempest.
That's back to what I was doing. That didn't work. Come on, let me grab something. No, nothing. Not allowed to grab that. Best way to get up. Looks like it's gonna be over there. That's a pretty cool effect. I haven't noticed that it actually does anything appreciable, but okay. I'm gonna guess the seed's gonna be pretty high up. Sallow, whatever we'll call it. Do we reckon that's climbable? Let's find out. Come on, grab. Nope, not climbable. Damn. Alright, so... Thinking...
Hey, Vesper, I noticed you're hanging on to a lot of alloy. You might want to head to a workbench and get some weapon schematics.
Let's see. Getting up there will be our next step. We just tried that and it didn't work. There are usually elevators. They're in here. Can't grab that, right? Yeah. Let's see. I think we have a demonstration of the range of magnetized chassis over here. Alright. I think we are meant to climb this stuff out here. Whoa. Look at you, buddy. Apparently just touching those is enough to set them off. But look how little damage it did to me. It honestly feels like they're more there for window dressing than anything. Maybe they do more. I think they do more damage to enemies. They're there to help you screw enemies, not to screw you. Okay. Did I already clear this area out? I think I did. It kind of looks that way, doesn't it? Part of the problem, or part of this being procedurally generated, is that there will be a lot of just pointless rooms, pointless areas, things buried inside of other things. Just, you know, procedural spawning issues. Which is not really a huge deal. I haven't yet had it interfere to the point where it prevented me from doing what I was trying to do. You know what? I don't need your thing. I was gonna kill him and take his health pack and rip the health packs off their back, which instantly does something that gives you a health pack. But I don't need it, so I decided against it. There's nothing of interest in there. That did not work. It's still not letting me grab that. Okay. I'll just go off the side. Assassin's Creed this shit, that's fine.
And my plate, please deactivate.
Laser arm super powerful. Well, especially during this week. This week it's buffed, so. Loving that. Alright.
Stuff should come in handy. Good job keeping a sharp eye out.
Ooh, and bud.
You've collected an Aeon Bud.
Oh, the sound one's right there. There should be a panel somewhere that turns off these. Yeah, okay, it's right there. It looks like if you just
I love
drop
skimming
them,
past
the
speed
little
boosts
grenade
in the
gun
slipstream.
things don't blow up.
See if you can beat my old record. I'll keep time for you.
Not to mention, you just knocked a few of the Tempest screws loose. Great work there.
No. Oh, well, I mean, sort of. I'm streaming. I mean, I've just did the first one yesterday, the day before, and I've been enjoying this game, so I figured I'd stream it a little bit. I'm not, you know, beyond the guitar over here. I'm not gonna be anywhere close to you. I'm not trying to be either. I'm just doing this because I'm enjoying it. 5 speed buoys in 10 seconds. I think I can manage that. But yeah, no, I've been really enjoying this game, so I figured I would share it with my friends. So there is a mod station down there, and I want to use it. When did you send that? 8:48. What time is it now? I'm like worried that I missed you. Let me fit you. It was only 3 minutes ago. That's not bad. Let's see. I can probably upgrade some stuff here. Let's try out the drone arm. See if that's any good.
Grab your left arm and pull to remove it. Then place it on the workbench. Pick up your new arm and attach it.
Alright, let's see here. What do I want to upgrade next? Well, since I have to kill guys with a breach cannon, let's upgrade that.
Finding better weapons is great and all, but researching weapon upgrades at the workbench also improves the munitions you use in them. They'll add a little extra punch to any weapon of that type you find.
Yeah, honestly, I enjoy streaming this game more than just regular play. Streaming this game has been pretty entertaining, and not that this game is boring in any way, but it seems to be more fun when I'm talking to people about it, especially if I get into something that could be tedious, like if I'm just running around looking for random stuff, discoverables or whatever, which is kind of what I'm doing now. It can definitely be a lot of fun. You know, I might be able to pressure my friends into getting an Oculus so that they'll play stuff, but no.
Amazing! I honestly didn't think that record could be beaten.
Oh, hey, look. Speaking of discoverables, an anomaly.
The rate at which we've been able to build has been great, thanks to all this alloy we've found. But the ecosystem here is so different. What if we're extracting an essential component and putting the whole thing out of balance?
At the risk of sounding like the dream mystic persona you sometimes apply to me, this bounty of alloy didn't seem to exist until we started building. As if the ecosystem knew what we needed.
Angry cat.
As if it's supporting us.
You know, it has felt like that. I'm gonna go back and look at the readings from our earlier excursions. What could be going on?
Oh, wow. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. How long do those last? Man, that was some serious firepower those things added to that fight, too. Alright. drone arm. Cool. Look at that. I didn't even have to fire a shot. All I had to do was point at them. And they're still around. Well, my quest is to kill guys with my maser arm next. So, or to overheat enemies at least. Which, thermite grenades will do. So will the maser arm. Ooh, these guys do good damage too. And you can upgrade the drone arms too. Or you can upgrade different arms, drone arm included. A Tale of Two Nathans, yes! Although there is nothing, there's very little linking this game name that I'm using to my real name. I've had people threaten to dox me before. I'm not really afraid of that happening, because nobody's actually going to bother to chase me down. I haven't done anything to piss anybody off except maybe the incel and right-wing red pill communities, but they're busy. I don't care about me, which is fine. Are my drones starting to peter out? Kind of looks that way. So I had 4, now I have 2. Alright. Cat, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do for you right now. There are 2 scannables in this room. I like it. Open. Come on.
When ships arrived from England to bring aid to the colony of Roanoke, they found everything abandoned. No graves, no bodies, no signs of struggle, possessions left behind. Sound
It's
familiar?
fine. You can use my first name. Just don't don't get on stream and be like, "Yo, he lives at this address."
Run military commandeer process. 1 Sierra.
Yeah,
Papa,
I'm not
Yankee.
planning on this stream is technically
Acknowledge.
public. You could technically
Disable
find
the relay stream from the Earth uplink
But-
satellite until
meh.
further notice. End process.
it. I'm not really worried about it. I'm not like super max security. I'm just not. No, it's fine. Yeah, first name is safe. Like I said, I'm not like super max security or anything like that. I'm not really worried about it. Anything interesting here? Any shinies? What was that? I've never heard that noise before. Okay, there's like nothing on this island. No resources, no scannables, nothing. That's fine. Let's see. So this is where I was when I saw that Leviathan for the first time. And I chased him all through that green line until I was finally able to get a scan of him. I know that there's some of them that can be actually dangerous. I'm not actually terribly worried about most incels because most of them are just very mad about one particular thing and they find it cathartic to talk about it. And which is not to say that they're harmless, but that they are not a threat to me specifically. Alright. Get some more of these drones out. Hello! That was dead hand. That was very effective. Man, these things are crazy! Bye! I love doing that. had one that I'd already killed. Yeah. Which typically only happens to people who care about. And nobody has any reason to care about. Like the last time I actually really pissed off more than one incel was at a time was like 5 years ago. So most of them probably don't even buy my handle. If you mentioned the thing I wrote, they would probably be like, "Oh yeah, that guy." But I don't know. A lot of incels that probably knew, they probably wouldn't even know me by that. God, these things are so good. Yeah, no, I'm not like trying to enter into the streamer scene or anything, or even like the online content creator thing. I'm just enjoying this game and figured I'd show it off. Because a lot of my friends, and I mean, I was like this too. I had no idea how far VR had come before I picked up, or before I started like really looking into the Oculus stuff. So. Has the fan been turned on? No. I felt air and I was like, I've definitely smacked the fan before. I've also accidentally smacked my cat. I felt a terrible person. I contacted like 3 or 4 of my friends and I was like, I need you to come immediately and end me. I'm an irredeemable monster and I must be stopped. Whoa. Okay, that was weird. I glitched out for a second. I lost what I was seeing. Come on. Alright, my Oculus is starting to have some trouble here. Are we good? Are we good, Oculus? Am I dropping frames? Nope. It's about time for me to... It's almost time for me to head out. I'm gonna do 1 or 2 more islands here. Yeah, movement in this game, super good, super smooth, very intuitive. Really a fan of it. This is probably more disorienting to watch than it actually is to play. I've had a couple people complain that it's disorienting, and after going back and watching my own stream, I'm like, yeah, I can see that. Especially the way I play, because I jerk my head around a lot. The sticky ledges is not something I'm really a fan of, considering how easy it is to get back onto a ledge. So I was trying to back up and it just kind of stopped me. It was like, no, you may not pass. Because the game is loath to let you back off a ledge unless you're like sprinting or jumping. Which, again, I think is kind of silly considering you're like, oh, I fell off the ledge? Here, let me just grab this. The traversal system in this game is super cool. So I'm basically stuck to the end of that laser and I can go hand over hand, or I can fling myself into the air. Or laterally. You can fling yourself laterally too, just like that. Okay, mod station. As much as I'm enjoying the Huron arm, and I'll definitely roll with that later, I need my Mazer arm back.
Grab your left arm and pull to remove it. No. Then place it on the workbench.
They really do take advantage of the fact that you're a robot in this game. You're like installing modules and stuff. How much growth do I have? I have enough to unlock another slot. Let's do that. Alright, what have we got here? Blaster overclock? Standard range, shoots faster, and... no, I don't really use the blaster for fighting. Heat seekers? Increase grenade targeting, damage, and blast radius. I think that's for, like, my breach cannon here. Mazer arm 2.0 sounds like fun. Yeah. So now the thing that is buffed to the point of nearly being overpowered is now even more powerful. Let's go check that place out. You can hear Catherine moving around in the kitchen, and I'm thankful that she's not a more mischievous or spiteful woman. She could, the depths to which she could mess with me really knows no limits considering her creativity. Okay, I would like to go down now. The game, the traversal system is really good. Sometimes you can get to the point where your speed is just so ludicrous you have trouble controlling it, but fortunately that's not too terribly common. And I don't... So, like, I feel like I can climb that, but I don't think I can fully climb it. There's a balloon over there. Those balloons usually have good stuff in them. That was not bad for eyeing it. Oh, damn it, that was scannable. Oh well.
This is usable.
Here, another one.
This is good data. Please collect more.
Those are V1s, that's why they went down so easy.
There was no missing that one on the Red satellite.
Hey, Vesper, you've got a decent reserve of alloy there. The best thing to
Do
do
I?
with
I
it
just
is to
spent
upgrade the
half of what I
workbench to
had.
fabricate better weapons.
Yeah, I guess I could actually get a V5 breach can if I wanted to. One of the interesting things about this game is when it resets every week, you lose some of your progress, but the kind of progress you lose is not what you would expect. So, when I go to the modding station, I can buy upgraded weapons. The first time you buy a new tier of weapon, it costs a lot. And then each time thereafter, it costs a lot less. So it might cost like 20,000 to get your first V5 of a weapon. But then thereafter, each time you get that weapon, it only costs maybe like 600. So what you're doing there is you're unlocking that weapon tier for that weapon. And that is one of the things that passes away when you do the weekly reset. Is weapon unlocks. Also, the Aeon Buds that I've been collecting, I've been getting those for these fruits right here. You see this gauge right here. When that fills up, I get another Aeon Bud. There are a few other things that you can do to get Aeon Buds, but you keep your alloys and you keep your Aeon Buds, but the stuff that you buy with them passes away. However, you've noticed I've been scanning stuff. I've been earning a resource called Growth, which is what you use to unlock the stuff that you buy with the Aeon Buds. So like I added the upgrade from my arm here that made it do more damage and stuff. So the stuff that you buy with that is persistent. So like you'll never have to spend growth to unlock it again. Oh, there's that. I have an opportunity to earn some here.
Vesper,
Sweet.
Whatever you do,
I got 10 growth.
don't make eye contact. You are not making eye contact, are you?
Robot, I don't have eyes. But yeah, so when the reset happens, you keep your alloys, you keep your Aeon buds, but all the stuff that you used to unlock it go back away. And anything you had unlocked gets converted into growth, which you can then use to buy new unlocks. Which I think is very interesting. I've never really seen, it's almost roguelike, but I wouldn't really call it that. Because usually roguelikes end when you die. If you die in this game, you just show up at a checkpoint nearby. Also, I wouldn't call it that because I hate roguelikes as a general rule, and I really like this game. To be fair, I also really liked Eververse. That's the in-game store on Destiny 2. Everspace. Really like it. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's... No. It is climb. Ooh. Oh, it's a climbing challenge. I see. Well, okay. I put challenge in quotes there. Easy. Just got lucky. Didn't run into any of those little rotating death columns. I need to find me some rangers. Have I explored this all out? Not the area in front of me. You'd think this would be scannable, but it's just window dressing. I'm using that phrase a lot, window dressing. I have a limited vocabulary. I have my favorite words and I use them all the time. HP Lovecrafting that way. There are at least 2 things up there that are scannable. Yeah, one of the things that one of the reviews complained about was that this visor that I have on right now is kind of overpowered. It makes things too easy. I can see that. Things are pretty easy with this visor. Oh, there's another one of those climbable things over there. I'm gonna have to remember to run over there. That. Yeah, the visor, in some ways it makes things too easy, but like, otherwise... Okay, well if the visor hadn't tagged him, you'd see what I was talking about. The visor has tagged them.
You remember how I said the Roanoke colony didn't leave behind any explanation? There was one cryptic clue. Someone carved the word Croatoan into a tree. Maybe it has to do with what happened to the colonists, or maybe it's unrelated. We'll never know for sure. Maybe one of these artifacts will be our Croatoan. Keep looking.
913. Not too bad.
When Roanoke was lost, there was a commonly
TV
accepted
right.
explanation. A local Native American tribe wiped them out.
Well, either wipe them out or...
Roger Flores, day 391.
I don't know how...
Apparently, Eco
accurate
has
this is, but
Nix
supposedly
quarantined for a few days while they run some tests.
The Croatoan were peaceful,
What is that
and
all
there's some
about?
question
I
as to
didn't
whether or
think
not the
androids
Roanoke
got
colonists
sick.
just kind of went and
I'm
lived
trying
with
not
them.
to worry, but
because it was...
I really need my lab partner
I want to say
back.
decades between times of contact. And there's some question of whether they basically just went and joined and assimilated with the Croatoan population there. So there were some accounts of people meeting Croatoan people that had like blonde hair and blue eyes. And they're like, wait, this doesn't track. I have no idea whether that's true, but that is a story that I heard at one point. Yeah, the visor is super good, and there's all kinds of upgrades you can get for it. You can like, one of the things you can do is you can have it highlight enemy weak points, which is really not all that useful considering. Oh, hello, hi, Mr. Leviathan. Oh goodness. I don't think he's like interactable. He's just scannable fauna. But yeah, the visor. Hi. Oh, who's died?
That was an interesting response to heat. Please gather more data.
Okay. Yeah, now those, keep in mind, those were V1 enemies. But yeah, the visor gives you a huge tactical advantage because you can, it's kind of like, you ever played Shadow of Mordor, your Wraith mode, where you can kind of like go partially into the Wraith world and see everybody even when you don't have line of sight on them. Honestly, I think this thing's best utility is the fruits, or the ability to just find stuff very easily, like the fruits and the alloys that we see here. Also, because of the color coding, it helps us identify what's worth my time and what's not. What are those? I've never seen this. Oh, I know what those are. Those are those little growths that you can shoot. Yeah. I think this might partially just be my computer. But there is a little bit of blurriness involved, especially at long ranges in this game. So the visor is actually a really great way to make up for that. Because even if you can't identify an enemy by its shape, if you've got the visor, especially the extended visor that gives you longer range, you can identify it by the color. And the color, like the highlight, lets you identify it by shape more easily. I also am amused that they gave you a literal, well, it's not really a finger gun, it's kind of close enough to be a finger gun. But yeah, this game is, it is 2-player multiplayer. But it's all co-op, so something being OP is not necessarily going to be a game breaker unless it is OP to the point where it obviously eliminates all other options as viable, which I have a lot of thoughts about. There's a creator of a mod in Minecraft called Britannia, and he is one of the most respected modders in the community. Partially because his mod is so good, but also because he knows his stuff. Like, he knows his game theories. He knows how people play games and the different kind of paradigms that come out of people playing games. His mod kind of accounts for that. He knows all the different ways people can abuse and use his mod, and he designs with that in mind. But he wrote a little blog post about what's called a first-order optimal strategy. Actually, I think it was a video. I'm not sure whether he made the video or just linked to it on his blog, but a first order optimal strategy is a strategy that is so good compared to all the others that you would basically be stupid not to use it if your goal is winning.
Could you collect some for me?
Which he used the example of in the old Street Fighter game, E Honda's little like Fist of Fury attack when he's like da 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 da. And you know, he would talk about how even a low skill player can spam that and win constantly. And the only reason people don't always use that is because it's not fun to win constantly just using the same little vanilla tactic. So he was talking about how game creators need to scale their experiences and render those first order optimal strategies either useless or make it to where higher skill cap things are more fun to play or more optimal later as they develop those skills better. It's a very interesting post. But that was one of the things that really got me into the ideas behind like game theory and stuff. I have a lot of conversations with my DM and friend Logan, and we talk a lot about game theory and about game design, both in video games and in tabletop. It's quite interesting. If there was one thing that I was going to do, like a YouTube video series on, or a podcast or whatever, it would probably be games theory and game design. That mazer arm, though. Android or something.
That damaged harvester watcher is nearby. Reboot sequence engaged.
Whoa. Why did we reboot him?
The watcher's pulling away from you. You're going to have to hurry.
Oh damn, I need to chase it apparently. Where did it go?
Doors are open. Get in there fast.
Where's my objective right now? Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get in there in time. I hope it reboots the quest for me. I've noticed I'm starting to get familiar with the islands. All typically tend to have certain layouts.
You've collected an Aeon Bud.
And the locations of the resource deposits on them might be different, but their shape of the islands and certain features always seem to be more or less the same.
Hey Vesper, I noticed you're hanging
like
on to a
someone's
lot
gonna
of
land there at some
alloy.
point.
You might want to head to a workbench and get some weapon schematics.
Reach! Okay. It looks like there's 3 of them right there.
You've harvested an Aeon
I'll
Bud.
have to keep my eye out for more. What, cat? She was talking about, like, ground level down here or something? Or... See, the problem is I lost that stupid watcher thing. I don't know where it is now. Cat, I hear you. I don't know it. It's not time for dinner yet. Nope. That's first order strategy? Well, it depends. You could make the argument that there are definitely first order optimal strategies in competitive shooters. For instance, do you recall in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the first one? Or, no, the second one, where everyone referred to the underslung grenade launchers as noob tubes? Remember that? Because that was a thing.
Good work. You're in the refinery. Now
Because it was very easy to get kills with them. And if you ran the right set, you could just noob tube everything. And if you got good at it, you would be better than other, you know, legitimate strategies.
But it triggered an alarm.
Or quote-unquote legitimate.
Carrier ship inbound.
So there definitely are first-order optimal strategies in, pardon me, in shooters. They don't necessarily look the same. Like in Destiny 2, for instance, there's a weapon called the Jotun, and it looks kind of like a handheld toaster, but it shoots. It's in a class of weapon called fusion rifles, which is something that you charge it up, and then it fires, and it does a whole lot of damage. And the Jotun is basically just better than every other fusion rifle in almost every category. And it is extremely frustrating to play against in Destiny 2. Also, there is an exotic headpiece, which exotics you can only equip one of each kind, so you can have one exotic weapon, one exotic armor. But one of the exotic armors you could get was called the One-Eyed Mask, and it still is. It's still very good. But the One-Eyed Mask, it did everything. It would, let's see, I think it would show you where enemies are if they attacked you. Like if you took even a slight hit from them, it would mark them. You would basically get wall hacks on them. You could see them wherever they went. It would increase the amount of damage they took against you. And if you killed them, it would not only give you an overshield, it would start regenerating your health at the same time. So it was kind of silly, and it was to the point where no matter what your playstyle was, it was probably better than any other exotic. So it became this thing where like people were making memes about, you go into Crucible, which is their PvP. You're just, all you're ever going to see is One-Eyed Masks, Titans, and in a lot of ways that was very true. Yeah, there's tanks in Battlefield, but there are also anti-tank weaponry. And if you don't have people keeping the engineers busy, they will wreck you. The hardest thing to counter that I've ever found was a helicopter pilot who was very good and had a gunner who was also very good. Because the pilot from long range could dodge missiles all day long. And the gunner could eliminate any short-range threats before they could do anything about it. Even like other aircraft, it didn't matter. Alright, so my objective indicator here says that some Tempest showed up, but I'm not seeing any. So, that was a lie. Maybe if I go away and come back. Come on, let me grab things, please. Okay, I'm just gonna assume that nothing more is gonna come of this. Maybe I'll come back later. more witch fruit for me.
Great. That's all the fruit I need right now. Thanks.
When I was surviving out here on my
Yeah.
own, I occasionally needed a new power supply.
Disoriented
Turned
myself.
out that the very thing hunting me could also keep me alive. Sneak up behind some Tempest soldiers and pull out their batteries. I bet the power will come in handy.
What is this? I've never seen one of these before. Oh! This is one of the jammers I was supposed to be
Nice work.
turning off.
One more jammer to go.
Let's see if I can get back there. Let's see. Let's see what else there is to see around here first. Is the video quality okay? Or am I lagging anything, or? See if we can get some Tempest to spawn in here. I guess not. Cool, the bad guys that were supposed to spawn didn't spawn. I hope that objective wasn't important. I feel like they were supposed to show up right there, but for some reason they're not. Okay. We're gonna go hit that one and return to base, and then go to bed. I mean, I don't know how much of keeping up with, I don't know how much of the fact that this is VR is really, well, no, it probably is affecting it, but I think a lot of that's being done on client side, but I might just be totally wrong about that. I don't actually know all that much about streaming or video recording or anything. I had a couple of friends help me set this up earlier. I felt like an old man having them explain everything to me. I'm like, geez, is this what it's like to not know a piece of tech? guys. They're not really terribly scary. I'm sitting on 30,000 alloy again.
Powered down the Tempest jammers. Head back to the storm portal and bring it online.
I'm definitely getting fewer Aeon buds than I was earlier. Like before, this right here would have given like a quarter of a bar, and now I can't even see it move. So, all right, let's go back to base. There appears to be an elevator right there. That island is unexplored. Let's go over there and make sure that we don't have any like scannables or anything over there. Nope. I really like the ability to just like pop up in the air while you're doing this.
Vesper, you've got a decent reserve of alloy there. The best thing to do with it is to upgrade the workbench to fabricate better weapons.
I'm getting better at not just like standing there with my knees locked, since that'll wear your legs out real fast. But I'm actually getting like a fair number of steps on my Fitbit, just this shuffling back and forth to keep my knees from locking up. Okay. First up, let's spend some of these alloys I've got. Let's get a V5 hailstone. Or V4. I think I have enough. I might be able to get both. We'll see. No, I don't. Actually, oh, shoot. This is the V3. I could have put that one away. Well, now I've got a V4. There's a V4, right? Yeah, okay. That's gonna be 20,000, so I don't have enough for that yet. I'm interested in the stealth arm, especially now that I have a quest to, hold up. What does that quest give? Ooh, there's a chance for an Aeon Bud. 5 enemies? Okay. I came back here so that I could see... I have 4 artifacts left in Cloud Reach that I haven't scanned yet. Which is fun. That's pretty good, because when I went out there, I had 11. So, I want to try the invisibility arm, because of the stealth thing that I need. So, let's try that.
Grab your left arm and pull to remove it. Then place it on the workbench.
Notice none of the
Pick
people.
up your new
Oh, I
arm
think the
and
robots
attach
are
it.
actually out there in the world. Alright. I wonder how long that lasts. We're about to find out. Alright, let's go back to Cloud Reach. Okay, so we're just gonna do this and then quit. Try and get that Aeon Bud. So I only got 6 of them right now. Which is, I mean, it's considerable. I can't spend any more currently, because I don't have enough growth. I'm gonna need at least 200 growth to unlock something. But more Aeon Buds is more better. Because when I go to reset, that's all I'm gonna have. Aeon Buds and alloy, so. But I'll have a lot of growth, and I'll need Aeon Buds to spend that growth. Alright. Where can I find some bad guys that I haven't already killed? Probably over there. But that's actually probably... No, the storm portal's way over there, so... Yeah, this should do just fine. Alright, so my goal here is to be stealthy. I'm trying to get stealth kills, and I'm trying to kill rangers with the breach cannon, which I have on my back. 550 just in that one deposit. That's not bad. Alright, I see 2 down there. I don't see any up here. This happens sometimes, this weird thing with the procedural. I am actually going to need that for once. That's the flower power, is what I refer to it. It's your bioenergy. Okay. What? Oh, it just... What? I'm supposed to be invisible. I guess I am invisible.
As quiet as a butterfly. Never saw you come. I gathered the bodies of the androids that died in the camp attack and recycled them. I know it's what they would have wanted, and I was desperate for materials, but it didn't feel right. Like there was something else I should have done to say goodbye or something. Our AI cores are so complex, like an elaborate ballet. The constantly flowing data makes them incredibly fragile as well. If it's interrupted, data corruption propagates, and the entire system goes down. There's no coming back.
You have unused Aeon Buds. Find a mod station to unlock new skills.
collected an aeon bud.
Can't sneak up on everything every time, but it's a great way to restore power if you see an opportunity.
Here. I'm building our satellite network to Cloud Reach. Can you go to this location so that I can get a lock on your position? collected an aeon bud.
Vesper, you've got a decent reserve of alloy there. The best thing to do with it is to upgrade the workbench to fabricate better weapons.